Hey YouTube, it's your girl Leah, back again with another video. This time coming on here with, as the title says, another one of my foundation review series videos. And today the foundation I will be reviewing is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Now, I don't do long intros. If you want to see the rest of my series videos, I'll link my introduction video or the first ever one I did up above so you can kind of flow with the series. And without further ado, let's just hop into my review of this foundation. So as you can see from the intro, today I will be reviewing the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. Now, I got mine from Target and it was at a price of, I believe, $9.99. Now, if you go to a Walgreens or CVS, it'll be like $12.99 because they always up things over there. And then even my local drugstore doesn't carry Milani, and I was talking to like the sales associate about it because they were just so friendly and so open about why they don't carry Milani, and they said it's a regional thing. So depending on what kind of area you live in, they stock certain kinds of brands. So the drugstore I was in doesn't sell Black Radiance, and they were just like, based on demographics, that's what they sell. So some drugstores may not even carry Milani, they may not carry Black Radiance, they may not carry CoverGirl Queen collection. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't know why they don't, because clearly I'm an African American who lives in a area that they need to carry this in, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother rant. Today we're talking about the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Now, what it says on the back of the bottle and the promises and claims that it makes is that it is medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, and long-wearing, water-resistant, and sweat-proof. Now, we'll see about all that. Like all my other reviews, I've tested this out throughout the week to figure out what kind of concealer, what kind of primers, what kind of brushes, what kind of applicators work best with applying this foundation. Now, I am in the color 9, and that's what I determined kind of based on what I saw works best for me. My neck and my face are kind of the same color. My neck is slightly lighter, like just a tad bit lighter than my face, just because my face is more exposed to the elements than my neck is, but it's not that far off. My hands are a lot lighter than my face, but I definitely have a yellow undertone, and as you'll see when me applying this, I already know this foundation on me has a very, very yellow undertone. There's no mistake about it. There's no neutral, there's no pink undertone. This is very much so a yellow undertone on me. It is 1 fluid ounce, just like a majority of the other foundations that you'll find in the drugstore. It does have a pump. My pump is very dirty right now because I've used this. But yeah, it does come with a pump, which is awesome. Drugstores are really picking up the game with including that pump because a pump is necessary. Oh, I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. I've color corrected my face right now. I had a cold this week, so I had a lot of redness up here anyway. So the redness isn't the cold, it's my corrector, but I always kind of correct these areas, and for me color correction works. I don't have bad dark circles, but I have enough where it's prominent, and I'm always on the go or the hunt for a good color corrector. I love my LA Go Pro Conceal color corrector. I have the orange formula. I've already done my eyes and brows off camera, so without further ado, let's just get into me applying it. I'm going to use a beauty blender to apply this product. That's what I determined this week worked best for it. I used a brush, I used a beauty blender just one. Let's get started. So I went to find my blender. It actually was dirty, so I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge instead. I love the Real Technique sponge and the beauty blender equally, so no issue with me using this beauty blender sponge. As always, if you've seen all my other foundation review videos, I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish primer as my primer to prime my face and get it all ready for this foundation. I normally would prime before I put my color corrector on, but I'm just now noticing that I did not put my primer on before my color corrector, so I'm avoiding those areas. Oopsie. So I realized through the week 2 pumps is perfect for me, so I'm just going to apply the 2 pumps on the back of my hand so you can see how it applies. So that's all. That looks like a lot though. Doesn't that look like a lot of 2 pumps? But it's 2 pumps, so make sure my Real Technique sponge is damp. And I'm just gonna go in and apply. If you can tell, like I said, it's very yellow. So this is what it looks like straight after applying it. I hope it's picking up on camera the yellowness that I was talking about. It doesn't look ashy. It's a very much so demi matte finish, which is great for somebody who has dry skin. You don't want something super stark matte. It is still giving me, it's not, you know, dry on my face, which is good. If you guys saw my L'Oreal Total Coverage foundation review, you will know how much I hated that foundation and how dry that foundation was. This doesn't feel dry at all. It feels very lightweight, like it says it's supposed to, which is check mark on that. Now, I did not apply it under my eyes, as you could see, because it did say it's a concealer, but I don't like a concealer that is the same skin tone as me. I want it brightened. That's the whole reason that I'm correcting. I want that area to be brightened. I don't want it to be dark. I don't want my face to be kind of one solid color. I like to highlight in the areas where light hits it. So I'm not going to use it as the conceal portion. And then I think it's also a little too thick to also be a concealer, even though it says it's lightweight. To me, it's a little too thick to be a concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my face and come back so I don't look crazy with this Oompa Loompa color up under my eye, and I will come back with my next thoughts. So yeah, what you're seeing right now is it as soon as I've applied it and applied the rest of my face. I've gone in, I did only a contour bronzing around the perimeter of my face. I kind of did a little bit here, blush and highlight. So I wanted the foundation to be the main focal point of what you're seeing right now, and I hope it's picking up on camera. It is kind of settled a little bit around my fine lines. I hope it's picking up. Like, it has caked in there really well, and this has only been 20 minutes, so that's not a good sign. But as I wear it on throughout the rest of the day, I'll definitely be able to give you a more well-rounded opinion. Now, I've worn this foundation for a week and I never noticed how much it settled until today. I guess today is like a day it's Saturday. The other days have been Monday through Friday, and I've had to go to work, so I haven't really paid attention to the cakiness of it. But like I said, I applied 2 pumps. Maybe if you apply less, it doesn't cake as much right there. So yeah, I'm going to go about the rest of my day and come back to you guys with my final thoughts. So now I'm back. I have worn the foundation now for about 5 hours. Let's get into this lip color. This is ColourPop's Mess Around. It's lasted for these 5 hours. Now it has kind of faded a little bit. I have eaten, but it's been pretty good. It's not held up longer than some other things on my face. I think my highlight is kind of disappearing a little bit, and I thought I over applied my highlight, and then my blush is still kind of there. It's kind of trying to zoop its way out, but I have the NYX Mocha mixed with the NARS Unlawful. But that's not about this. This video is not about the other things on my face. It is about the Milani Conceal+Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Is it Conceal+Perfect or Conceal+Perfect? I don't know. I'm calling it Conceal+Perfect. So I have my notes about the foundation, as I always do, things that I've noticed about this foundation and wearing it for a week. For the claims that it says on the back, is it medium to full color coverage? Absolutely. Absolutely, this foundation is medium to full coverage. I use 2 pumps because I'm a 2-pump kind of girl. Wait, no. I just don't like to use a little bit of it. I don't like a very sheer coverage. I do like to kind of, I don't want to look like I have foundation on, but at the same time I don't want to look like I don't have foundation on, if that makes any kind of sense. So yeah, only 2 pumps were used throughout the week. I don't think I used any less or any more than 2 pumps. I was very consistent in how much I used each week, and each week or each day this week I got the same kind of look. It's very much so medium to full. I don't think you're gonna get a light coverage with it unless you use maybe half of 1 pump. So yeah, it's very lightweight. I don't feel like I have a lot of foundation on my face, even though I do have 2 pumps of foundation. Is it long wearing? Absolutely, I'd give it that. Is it water resistant and sweat proof? I don't know. Today is a snow day outside is very snowy. That's why if you guys see a lot of videos of me today or uploaded recently with the same look going on, it's because it's snowing and I'm filming a lot of looks today. So yeah, I have been wearing it now for 5 hours. I went outside, walked my dog, played around in the snow a little bit, and this is what it looks like. So if anything, I didn't sweat in it. I wasn't overly dry or anything in it. So yeah, it still looks very good, I think, for it to have been 5 hours, and this is the look that I get with it. Now, I did complain a little bit about the cracking of the face, but it's not that big of a deal. Like, it is kind of a big deal, but at the same time, I do have smile and I do have expression lines, and I should be aware that there's something that can happen. My face doesn't look overly dry though, so if I get up into the camera, it's very much so a demi matte to satin finish. That's what I said at the beginning, and I stand by that. It's very much so demi matte to satin finish. You're not gonna get a, you know, outrageously matte finish with this, which is good because I'm a dry girl and I do not love looking matte all the time. So for this to be demi matte and to be kind of satiny of a finish, I do love that. Not much is needed to complete a full look, so you can get away with probably less than I even used, maybe a pump and a half. It got the same finish no matter what primer I used this week. So today in the video I used the Smashbox Photo Finish, but throughout this week I've used the MAC Strobe Cream, Maybelline Baby Skin, the MAC Prep and Prime. I've used a lot of primers this week and all gave me the same kind of finish. So no matter what I use, I did like the application of it with the Real Technique sponge or beauty blender more than I did love the brush, but I love the application of a sponge more than the brush anyways on a normal occasion, so that was nothing new to me. It definitely had a yellow undertone about it. I've watched reviews of this, people reviewing it with darker skin too, and some of the darker ones have a red tone to it too, so you have to be very specific when you're picking up your shade that it's not too yellow or too red for you. This isn't like MAC where it's going to be NW or, you know, NC, and it tells you whether it's cool or warm. It's 9, so you don't know that it's going to be so yellow until you kind of open it up and you see, okay, so this is a yellow. I looked kind of yellowish, but it kind of wore itself away, which is a good thing. I don't want to look, you know, I don't know, Oompa Loompa-ish all day, and that doesn't give you that. I've noticed some people say it looks ashy on them. For me, it did not look ashy whatsoever. And yeah, I think I mean, this is a definitely buy. I would definitely repurchase this if you're looking for something that's going to be a good everyday foundation where you don't have to splurge on a foundation. I think this is the way to go. I mean, you're not going to get, you know, the same kind of, I guess, look and expectations from it that you would get from a foundation that you spent $60 on. But when I go to work every day, I don't care if I have on a $60 or a $12 foundation. I'm just going there to, you know, get a job done. I'm not trying to meet my husband there. Granted, he may be there, you know, but I'm just trying to, you know, accomplish a look here. And I think, what, $9.99, this foundation, it does the job. It gives a good look, it gives a good finish and all of that, so you can't beat it. I'd have to say, in terms of my rankings of my foundations, number 1 is still the NARS All Day Luminous, just because I'm very much so dry skin and I love the luminosity that that foundation gives. Now, but my number 2 and 3 are kind of tied right now. I love the Milani, but I also love the Revlon Colorstay foundation. I did my review on that foundation and I loved how that looked too. That was more so a full coverage look, but this is definitely rivaling that. I can definitely see myself buying either or. I think the Revlon Colorstay was just a tad bit more inexpensive than the Milani, and the Revlon Colorstay was much more easier to find. Milani is definitely not in my local Walgreens. It's not in my local CVS. It is in my local Target. But yeah, Milani for me, definitely more harder to find. I live in a region, I guess, or an area right now where Milani might not be the thing, but they need to get on it. So yeah, like this foundation, I'd say it's tied for my top number 2 foundation. I think if you're looking for a drugstore alternative to some of the higher end things, or you need a foundation that you can wear every day and you're not going places where you need to wear high end foundation every single day, this is the foundation for you. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. So if you want to see any of the other foundation review series videos, just click the playlist over to your side, and then if you want to subscribe, make sure you click my little face also to the side. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.